Let's talk a little bit about where enterprises are starting, or at least the respondents to the survey. Where are organizations getting started? What does that look like?
Yeah, no, so I'll just build a little bit on Mihir's very good point that, you know, and then of course, I grew up in that era that I did too as an analyst, and it's called intelligent automation, right? And it was RPA, and it was basically you weren't changing how people do things so much, right? You were basically lifting out inefficiencies, very cleverly lifting out inefficiencies. And now the psychology is really changing at the boardroom and down. I want to do things in a different way. So this whole era of non-deterministic automation is just beginning. And what has to shift first in any great change is the attitude and the psychology. And I'm seeing that shift. Starting with customer support, clearly customer-facing agents are a great opportunity. And a lot of companies that have upgraded from the first generation chatbots, which had an average question depth of about 1.4, in other words, they lost context after two questions, are tremendous. And they're able to understand the ROI pretty clearly in the customer facing agents because it's about call deflection. So that seems like an area that is really strong on this slide. And I think that's true. But when you look at all the other categories, they're supporting employees. And if you added all those up, it would exceed agents that are directly facing customers. And that's where the opportunity is. It's creating agents that are supporting workers that are doing tasks that they don't want to do, are doing making decisions that they struggled with, giving them advice to move that work pattern progressively forward. And of course, those, as we'll see, are really augmenting intelligence. I'll just tell you one quick little story. I had dinner with a senior executive at Hershey Chocolate. They had done traditional surveys and found that there was a huge demand for a candy that combined bananas and peanut butter. And it was launched and it failed. And they had 35 people in marketing trying to figure out what to do. And they gave it to AI to figure out. And they came up with an idea to just add the name Crunch to the candy. Call it, banana peanut butter crunch. And with that change, it took off.
That's
So
insane.
what these models will really allow you to do is making a mistake in an orchestration, but then saying, I'm going to leave that there. And that led to a new pattern. AI can do that as well. And that's really a great opportunity to move that psychology.
I think it's interesting, though, the way you framed it, because if you just zoom out a little bit, you realize that 6 of those are to enable the current workforce. Mihir, what are your thoughts on where folks are getting started and how they're getting started?
We have many customers who have about 40% to 50% of their customer support fully autonomous with no human in the loop. And it has changed the quality of the other 50% because now people are able to focus on what matters. There are some unbelievable outcomes. So one of our customer, a bank in this example, generated $150 million in revenue. And I want to highlight this example because the power of AI allows you not to think in terms of back office and front office, if you will. So this is a because it's just a two side of the same coin. You can't have one without the other. So in this scenario, they had to serve EV car company for EV financing, and their ability to serve that many customer that fast was limited because it was manual and it took 6 hours. And when we created an autonomous AI agent, an agentic on our platform, we were able to serve those within 15 to 45 minutes. As a result, they were able to do 150 million more in revenue. Is it customer facing? Is it back office? Is it customer experience? All of it. It's all
Yeah.
of it.
Sales too, I mean, effectively,
Yeah,
right?
the sales, right? It's all of it. That is the idea Craig was talking about, which is we need to think about in different ways. We can't think of the old way of front office, back office. You have to think of the business as a full stack, and there are things you can do on a entire full stack in a fully autonomous way.
I saw a great quote the other day, and you're speaking a little more broadly about it, but I saw a great quote. It said, RPA saves time, APA redefines it.
Mm.
I like it. I like it. I haven't heard it before, but I like it.
Yeah, one of our customers, it was on a social post because I think it just underlines what you were talking about how you redefine things, and even for myself, like well, I'll go through just some simple stuff, and I'm like, I got to rethink the question I'm asking because I got to think about from the outcome I'm trying to get to versus telling it what to do. Right? It's way smarter than me, clearly. So.